ACCWZ, and I'm building Nigeria's first supercar. So my father said that he will never be alive to see me do this. There are some kind of voices that normally talks to me. He told me that till I die, that I will not be able to do half of what God has put in me.
Somewhere in Lagos, a man has built a one-of-a-kind car that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world.
Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, Biafrans to the world. The voice or the clip you just finished heard. Don't worry, let your mind not be troubled. I just want to show you, or rather, to give you an example of what to expect moving forward, so that you will not be discouraged when you hear my voice, because most of you don't want to hear my voice. But that's by the way. This message is very, very clear and very, very simple. This guy is the first guy that the father, according to the information, because when I saw this video, I get this video some couple of days ago, so I have to went into research about this guy and about his father and what his father told him and what the spirit that keep telling him that this guy will be the first guy. In fact, they said it had been signed and sealed spiritually but not yet manifest physically. I don't know when it will manifest, but this guy will be the first Biafran to build an aircraft of a magnitude that even America will begin to marvel. How come? How on earth did this guy get this brain? It is going to happen. Under our watch, we are going to see it happen. So I'm bringing this news. So let us celebrate this, our brother. In fact, let me allow you to see that clip and see the mighty hands of this guy. I said it in one of the videos I published yesterday, that we the Biafrans set the rules and others follow. Yes. In Nigeria, Ezekiel Izogo is one of the guys who made car from scratch. But the reason why the Nigerian government couldn't support them or give them a level playing ground is because they are Igbos. There's one guy from Owerri that built the first car also in Nigeria. That guy talent was left to be wasted because he is from Igbo land. We set the rules and others follow. Watch this clip of this guy and then we'll come back here. I have a lot of things we need to discuss. And a lot of things we also need to learn from that very particular clip. Please, as you are watching, help me to share it. It is Biafra or nothing. Let us celebrate this our brother. Anybody that do good, we celebrate him. Anybody who does bad, now here we will also come to criticize that person and associate ourselves from that very particular person. Regardez.
Sir, ACCWZ, and I'm building Nigeria's first supercar. So my father said that he will never be alive to see me do this. There are some kind of voices that normally talks to me. He told me that till I die, that I will not be able to do half of what God has put in me.
Somewhere in Lagos, a man has built a one-of-a-kind car that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. He has no funding, no sponsors, just recycled parts and 2 machines. Today, he takes me through the journey of what made it all possible.
While growing up like a child, just like a normal child, I actually started this job with carton. I noticed that I was just good in mechanical engineering. You understand? It's just a natural gift from God. I would tell you that 99% of the time that my father flogged me was just because he come back, maybe meeting me, trying to join one or two things together. You understand? That day is going to be the worst day of my life. My father said that he will never be alive to see me do this. So it's become a war between me and him. So there was 2013 when there was a helicopter that I built then, one helicopter like that. So
did the helicopter actually
no. I've never been to an airport all my life till now.
Okay.
You understand? But I was just building those things out of imagination. You understand? But I was able to get the shape and a lot of things. So that period was when my father came out here and he said that he's going to kill me. That he's going to kill me. That was when my uncle that stayed at Ajia now intervened and said that if instead of you to kill this boy, let's you come and be staying with me. You understand? So that was how I moved from Enugu to Lagos State. So I spent 3 years with my uncle.
Was there a reason why your father was against you going into like your own version of mechanical engineering?
Okay, my father told me that because there was a time that he flogged me that I even fainted. I fainted in his arms severally because he was beating me to stop the job. So one day he was not advising me, he was not asking me that, do I think that I'm the most smartest person in Nigeria? Like, what is that thing that made me think that I will achieve greatness into this that people have not tried?
Did you go to school? Did you study how to do like mechanical engineering or something?
I struggled to finish secondary school. I spent over 10 years struggling to finish secondary school. You understand? Because school was not actually working for me. You understand? So I struggle. Like at a time I have to start sorting out my teachers so that I can be able to.
In secondary school?
In secondary school. Because I repeat and repeat. I keep repeating class. Like As if it could be like saying I may be the topic of the day. Every time they will meet me in the same class, you understand? So when I finished secondary school, my uncle now told me that since he's a civil engineer that he normally build house, that I should go and learn house wiring so that once he's done building house, then I can come and do the wiring. But I don't know how to explain my dreams to them that I want to go into building of cars. I don't know how to explain that because I don't know how they are going to understand it. So I tried as much as possible to explain to my uncle, but my uncle didn't find it very interesting. Okay, and I now used the opportunity to tell him that okay, I want to learn mechanic work. But he told me that the truth of the matter is that the mechanic people that he knows, that no mechanic man that he knows that actually feed 3 times in a day. You understand? They are always hungry people. I said that no problem about that. I'm not interested about the feeding. I'm interested about what gives me joy. But that was when I now met a lot of people that wanted to send me to school. They said I should go choose any school of my choice in Nigeria. I said, sir, ma, please, this is not what I want. If you can send me to Germany or Japan, that is the highest thing. That's the best thing. Just drop me on the street. I will find my way. You understand? But they say that this is not that what I need in school. I decided to give Yabatech a try. I went to Yabatech. I spent 5 months. That 5 months was like a hell to me. Like it was as if say I was in another world. It's not that they are not teaching well. But me,
just what you,
yeah,
the
way I understand the school is that okay, when you teach me like this is law of motion, this is first law of motion, then I'll ask you a question, sir, how can I apply this law of motion in a real life? At the time, I went to the man, and the man that said that he want to send me to school. So I went to meet them and said, sir, this thing you are saying I should do is not working for me. Ma, it's not working. Please, I cannot continue like this. I cannot continue deceiving myself. They say, okay, that I should go to school. That school is the only thing I say there's a way. You see, that I'm going to the YouTube to do research. That is also a school. Yeah. You understand? There's a way a lot of ways I'm actually doing this school of 18. But they said no. I said, ma, please, I'm not interested anymore. You understand? So I now say to myself that before my mates in Yabatech will actually graduate, I should be able to have something that I should be very proud of on ground. You understand? That was when the idea of this blackbird came to my mind. I started imagining like, how do I do this? So why building this car now? One of the main challenges I face while building is the door. Because the door is actually, the way you're seeing the door now.
Yeah, I can't see.
This door you're seeing actually weighs about 12 kg. This door and it's automated. That's the electric motor that controls it. If I press it from the inside, you open it, it closes the door automatically. Okay. If I press it, you open it automatically.
So we're going to test all of that, but I want to, so I'm curious about one thing.
Yeah.
I know that you have the knowledge to build cars, but why did you decide to build cars that are not the regular cars that we have? Like these cars look like cars you see in action movies.
Okay, yeah.
Why exactly are you building this? Okay. Not just building the normal cars?
Okay, the truth of the matter is that I say to myself that I want to start building cars that even someone that believes that he has gotten the highest car cannot be able to have what I have.
You're obviously you're a genius in all sense of the word. But right now your warehouse is an abandoned building somewhere in Ikeja. What do you need to take your ideas to? I know there's so much you need, but practically, what do you need to go to the next level?
You see, what I actually need right now is that I have met a lot of people who are told about me setting up a little automobile industry here in Nigeria. But some people are telling me that like 1 billion will not be enough to set up. I don't need 1 billion. If I can get up to 10 to 15 million now, I will establish a little company whereby I will be building a kind of keke napep with 4 tires and mini buses. You understand? And doing with that amount of money, although the amount of money is big and it's also smaller. You understand? Why doing that now? I don't need any worker for now. I just need to do everything myself. You understand? Because just having my wedding machine and grinding machine is actually enough. Because that is actually what I'm actually. So if I can use my wedding machine and only grinding machine to do all of these things, I mean the sky is actually my starting point.
I want to check the car out. That feels like the next thing because I'm seeing it, but I'm not wondering, can it actually drive? Because it looks like something you watch in Batman movies. So this is the Gravity
Blackbird.
The Gravity Blackbird.
Yeah. When I was building the car, I never intend to put this, but the reason why I mounted this is that I was having issue with some kind of people that they would like to hit me from the back to see the strength of the car. You understand? And the way I designed this now, this that you are seeing is actually a shock absorber for this in Toyota RAV4. You understand? Which I actually converted into a lower arm. You understand? Connected in analysis. So I added this now for it to protect the back tire. So while building the car now, you can see now this is actually a tank for a water heater.
Okay.
Which I actually use as my fuel tank. So whenever you want to put fuel, you have to put it from here. So this is where you put your fuel.
Before I go inside, there is a seat on top.
Okay, yeah. There's actually a seat at the top. So I did this seat because I was trying to build something unique that have never existed anywhere in the world. Yes, sir. So this is the seat. So you do it like this. You open it like this.
Okay.
So coming to this side, this is actually the staircase. So you can actually sit there.
Actually. So basically, you can chill with your babe.
Yeah.
And be eating.
Yeah. And you have a space for umbrella too.
In case rain is falling.
Yes. And you also have a space for charging system here. So where you can actually sit and charge your phone. So this is actually a supercar. Although if you look at this design, you see that this design you will hardly see it anywhere in the world.
Okay.
This is actually the two machines I'm using to do work. You understand?
So everything you're doing is just
yes,
this two
everything
machine.
with these two machines. So that's why I keep telling that if I can push this level job to this level with just this and this, then the sky is actually my starting point. I just need a little push.
Very wonderful one. A very, very wonderful message being passed. It is Igbos or not Igbos. We are talking about who are the Jews of Africa. Igbos set the pace and others follows. When you come to Africa, you talk about who are the Chinese of Africa. Then we set the rules, which is the Igbos, and others follows. Who are the Israel of Africa? The Biafrans, the Igbos. We make the rules and people obey and follow. Our nonchalant lifestyle is not a kind of, it is not a taken for granted. Nothing that happen kind of lifestyle is not a sign of weakness. Brothers, we have seen something. The spirit of those Biafrans, those our ancestors who fought 1967 to 1970, is still in us. Before they went into that war, my brother, we have been pushed to the extent we need to react. That was why it is necessary. Appear that thing. Do you know the reason why they said that no Igbo is going to climb to a prominent seat in the government of Nigeria? They didn't tell you, but I will tell you. They are afraid of you and me. My brother, there was a saying in Asia that anywhere you see an Igbo man discussing with a Chinese, that my brother, you better run as far as your leg can carry you. The reason why they say these people can never come up again is because they are afraid of what you are going to do to them if they allow you. That was why they vowed, because they know your strength. They have tested your strength and see that if not full blockage, how dare you, Nigerian government, to fight our ancestors? The blood of a Quebec war is still on our gene. And you are telling me that Nigerian government will defeat us in war, even with all their allies. My brother, we make the rules and others follows. You can imagine what they did to Ibeto. If not for the strength of Ibeto as an Igbo man who have what it takes, there's what they call a business acumen, who don't buy it for market. No matter the kind of contact and free hand and free, even giving them free tax on importation, like that of Dangote, Adenuga, what they call them. All of them, both those Yorubas and the Hausas and Fulanis. See yet, they can never match a strength of an Igbo man who is just dependent on his own. No government stipends, no government. But in fact, government, these guys that is working with the government, we then tell the government to keep on squeezing life out of these guys so that they will run them out of business. Still yet, they tell you nowhere. They try to squeeze life out of Onyema Allen. Onyema told them that I am an Igbo man. The more they press Onyema, the more he launch more new aircraft. The same thing with the Okonkwo, the United Airlines. United Airlines and APs, they are leading in terms of local and even international flights from Nigeria to anywhere else. Allen Onyema have more planes than even Nigerian self don't have Nigerian Air. There's nothing like Nigerian Air. Allen Onyema, is more important in the aviation industry in Nigeria, even past Nigerian government-owned aircraft. That is the strength of an Igbo man. This thing this guy is doing is not something that you will just come out from one day now and say, oh, let me start to do this. No. This is an inbuilt something. The spirit who told him to make this powerful car keep on telling him that what is inside him can never be quantified. In fact, He said in his lifetime, he can never exhaust the brain he came to this life with to do something. He said he can never even use 1/4 of it. In other words, this guy is supposed to be preserved as a genius. If he manufacture all these things and die, they will immortalize him and remove that brain and give it to another person so that the person will continue from where he stopped. Yes, our doctors, qualified doctors of Ndibo, they will run it under 24 hours, my brother. You don't know what we have. My brother, listen to me and listen good. You are an envious of many because of what you have. Imagine Sultan of Sokoto acquiring more 23 oil wells in the Niger Delta because they want to control the affairs of the East. Yet, he told them, Waka, we know how we make money and we keep on making money. We don't depend on the government stipends or government contracts or government aids to succeed. To hell with that government. Now they here and not in the pan. You get the point now? And that is the message. Okay, from that video we just finished, let us dissect the comment section because, my brother, this video alone generated over 5,000 comments. 5,000 comments under the space of 18 hours when this video was published on Facebook. It got 5,000 comments, 86.1 thousand likes, sharing of 9.5 thousand shares. How far? We set the rules and others follow. That is Biafra for you. That is the spirit of Israelite for you. That is the spirit of the Jews for you. That is the spirit of Chinese in Africa for you. Hate them at your own peril. Nigeria is not going well. Nigeria is not doing well because they decide to buy the fingers that fed them. And they can never do well with that mentality. What am I saying? We are going. But in fact, they are even afraid. Yes, they will tell you, you are the cause of the problems in Nigeria. Allow this problem. Let them go and have their problem on their own. In fact, let them go and buy themselves. And then I will come back and collect the land for free of charge. And then you say no. It's either you are hot or you are cold. You can never be hot or cold at the same time. No, it doesn't work that way. Please, you have to choose one. Position yourself so that this thunder that is common, we know how to locate you and the member of your family household. Okay, according to Ahmed Tango, he said, sponsor this guy to Japan, acquire some knowledge, then bring him back to establish and train more Nigerians, including so-called mechanical engineer that still takes their cars to roadside mechanic. We are not talking about come and then he will train more Nigerians. Thunder Fire who commented this thing. We're talking about training more Igbos, not more Nigerians. What is the benefit of an Igbo man to this Nigerian? Our guys are stranded in South Africa simply because this year, Onyema decided to turn his back for bringing a free airplane for Nigerian government. They were able to just rent only 2 planes from Ireland because Ireland didn't give them a free one. That was why you see some people are still stranded in South Africa. So what's the benefit of an Igbo man? That the Igbo man will come now and begin to train more Nigerians to do what? So that tomorrow they will run you out of the business. In fact, they will collect the certificate from you using the forces of their government. Okay. Every question the news said, which papa be that? Hope say, you know which fathers day to today. Olale Kanamota said, I have a friend who dropped out at a 300 level. This guy, now my number 1. I know they carry and play. He is currently built a very mad self-driving vehicle in Abuja. Right word. The word go soon hear his name. Olala Leka. Hey. This one only from man commended an Igbo man. I don't know where he didn't mention where the person come from. Eric Uchenna said the Wright brothers were not Harvard trained engineers. They were not some exotic university-trained engineers. They were local repairs who introduced bicycle repairs, who introduced to us the aeroplane for the first time and flew the first modern aeroplane. Everything shouldn't be about formal education. Being literate enough to search for info here and there would be enough. A very vital point there, a very vital one at that. And in fact, I will use this one to round up the show. And I will hear my voice again when I come back. Please like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I still remain your one and the only, or rather your chief host, Okule Ora One Nation. And